live.
Hello, hello. Looks like we're first. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started here because we have a lot to do today. Why don't you go ahead and pull the camera in and down on my table. I have a mess on my table, but that's by design this morning. I have...
Push your box back.
Excuse me?
Your box is in the way.
Oh, my box is fine. It's going to get used. I have a collection of all kinds of little odds and ends today because we are going to do some art journaling. I prefer the term art journaling, but lots of people call what we're going to do today junk journaling, and that's okay too. I have this beautiful collection by Ciao, and I'm working on a page out of that. And I also have some of my vintage orchard stuff. I have ink pads. I have powders. I have brushes. I have glue. I have tape. Everything I think I might want. The one thing I wish I had upstairs, but I don't think I have any, is rice paper. I would have liked to have had a piece of fall-themed rice paper, but we'll live without it for now. One of the beautiful things about this process that we're going to go through... Hi, Kim. One of the beautiful things about this process we're going to go through is that there are no rules. And I can use scraps here and scraps there. So even though I just cut this piece off as I was fussy cutting, there actually might be a place that I want something just like that. So I'm even going to leave my scraps on my table for now because there's so many fun things you can do with this. This one is one where you just let your creative side loose. You just let it loose and do what it wants to do. There's Sharma. Hi, Sharma. So you guys might notice these scissors I'm using, and you may wonder, what are those? I haven't seen those before. Well, because you came to class this morning, you get to know about a secret sale. This pair of scissors is from EK Success. They now own the Cutter Bee brand. And they are like Cutter Bees. I'm not going to say that they're exactly the same as Cutter Bees because in my opinion, they're not exactly the same. But EK Success, hi Catherine. EK Success offered us an amazing Black Friday deal on their scissors. And these scissors are supposed to sell for $12.99 a pair. I have these scissors for $5. $5 in the store right now. And I'm going to tell you, in fact, maybe we can grab a link to them. I'm going to tell you guys where to get them. It's supposed to be a Black Friday deal, but I'm going to offer it now. $5. I am going to ask that you limit your purchase on these scissors to 2 pair per customer because I expect this deal to be very well received. As you know, Cutter Bees are very, very sharp. These also are very sharp. These are detail scissors. They're 5-inch scissors. They come with a protective cap like your Cutter Bees do. I'll tell you some of the differences between, or show you some of the differences as we go. This says EK Tools Precision Scissors Small, and it shows $12.99 struck out with $5 written in behind it. Remember, you can combine your purchases, so if you wanted to go ahead and get your scissors, which you're welcome to do, or you can wait, you can combine those with other purchases to get to your at least $39 shipping threshold. Remember, shipping has dropped down to it's free shipping after $39 now. Through the end of the year, I just felt like with the economy being naughty, and some of the stressors that people will have around the holidays this year, that I was going to drop down the cost so that you guys could keep so that you guys could continue with your crafting without guilt. So like I just said, there's all kinds of things you can do when you're art journaling, and that includes tearing the paper. So I've got lots of things started here. I was just kind of waiting for some of you to come in before I start working on my album itself. Let's take a look at our book again, because this is what we're going to be using today. I wanted some of the things on the cover, but I didn't want to cut the cover up before you saw it. I think that some of these tags and boxes, butterflies and mushrooms, are wonderful. These shiny pages are actually sticker sheets. They're sticker sheets, but they're not die cut. So you just cut out what you want and peel and stick. Lots of ephemera. And they back the pages back to back. So we're using some items off of one page and some items off the back of that page. I took one page out before we started so I could get a head start on my fussy cutting. The nice thing about this is that because we're going to be layering, collaging things up, you don't have to worry about having perfectly cut items. I mean, if it's going to be on the top, you might want to trim it in pretty close. But if it's going to be kind of layered in the scheme of things, you don't have to worry about cutting in real close. Look at these beautiful images. Oh my gosh, so much to use here. You can see I've already torn up a couple of those bigger pages. Look at this, but I had to give up on the back though. That was beautiful. But I wanted that barn. Isn't it pretty? All the pretty things in here. So we're going to have lots and lots of inspiration. And like I said, I have my vintage orchard out up here in case you want to grab some of the laser cuts or something from that. That's the beauty of this process, is you just grab everything you think you might want to play with. And away you go. Look at all these. Just such pretty pieces. But I want to start by laying some ink down on my pad. I found that little brush. I had one on my desk, but it's probably buried. Can I have a couple of paper towels, honey, please? Okay, I've got my art journal. I'm going to be working in the same one that I was working in before. I'll remind you. This is some of what I've done already. It has some glossy and some non that actually, I find that to be a little bit distracting. So I think I'm going to go over this entire thing with some Mod Podge. So it's all glossy. Then it won't distract me. Because I'm going to have the same thing today too. Because I'll have, isn't that pretty? This was done with a sea sponge and ink. So I'm just going to open up to a new page. Thank you, honey. And I'm using for my paint or my ink, I'm using something called Lindy's, which is fairly new, but it is, it's just like Jamie powders. So if you have Jamie powders in your arsenal of craft supplies, you're set and ready to go. going to put some Lindy powder, Lindy powder, Jamie powder, Nouveau powder, whatever you want to use. Powdered watercolor. That's what I'm using. I could use my regular watercolors if I wanted. Lindy has a nice I was cleaning this brush, so somebody left this brush in less than. Yes, Catherine, you do want fairly thick paper. Now, this is 250 GSM paper. We also brought some in that's 350 GSM paper. And you want something that's good for wet and dry applications when you're doing this process. Storybooks, I like that. I like that. I like that too, Sharma. I like the idea that they're your storybooks. I'm just going to pick up some of my powder on my brush, and I'm just going to wash this page with my paintbrush. I don't care if it's, I actually kind of prefer that it's a little bit mottled and not perfectly uniform. I think I like that.
Is the journal paper thick?
Yes. He was just saying this particular book is 250 GSM. We just got these in, and we have both 250 GSM and 350 GSM books. Like cartridge papers. I don't know what cartridge paper is, Catherine. You just want a paper that's good for wet and dry applications. Because even though I'm not saturating this paper, I'm putting water to it right now. So I want it to be able to handle the water and all the stuff I'm going to put on it. So wet and dry applications. You can see I'm just kind of mixing my paint with my ink with my brush. This Lindy powder has a little bit of pearlescence to it. That's good. It suits me. There was a little bit of blue in my brush. I was trying to work it out over here, and I see a little bit of the blues coming through. That's actually good too, because I just end up with interesting backgrounds, and that's what I want. One thing about the way that I'm doing this, it's almost a dry brush technique because I'm putting. I have a great big brush that I'm using, and yes, that is exactly right, Kim. This is not intended, although I could use it for anything I want, this is not intended to put photos in. It's not intended to put journaling in, although I could like art journal on every other page, and I could put I could do journaling in it. It's not intended to do anything specific with other than to enjoy the process of making it and fill it with things that you love so that you can sit down anytime you want to and enjoy your art. So just art for the sake of art. And that's very freeing because it takes away any rules. There's no rules to doing this. I got a lot of dry powder in my brush that time. A little water. I'll spray it right on there since I didn't get my paint mixed. So there's no rules at all. It's art for the sake of art. So, and what is art? Whatever makes your heart sing. It's whatever makes your heart sing. And what a freeing process that is. We were doing this in class, and I didn't even want to do I didn't even want to move on and do the next project. I wanted to keep creating art because it just made me feel good. And what a nice thing. Your art should make you glad in your heart. So, what do I want to use? Everything that makes me happy. Sometimes life can be a little intense, and it's nice to just escape in your art. Get a little more water to that this time so I don't have to spray my book. That's going on well now. I got my brush strokes in there. I got all kinds of things. I don't care. Not much of my background is really going to show by the time I'm all done, but it's part of the process to create my background. And then let little bits of it show here and there. I think, just for fun. I may go back and crumple a paper towel. This is just for fun. I'm going to crumple a paper towel and pick up some more ink and just dab it on there so I have darker areas. Dollar Tree notebooks. Oh, there you go. That's a good idea, Sharma. The dollar store books and glue the pages together. You're so clever. Let's see. Let's use a paper towel here. May not show because I got so much on here already. Maybe I'll just dab on a different color. Or, I tell you what, I've got some rub-ons here. It didn't work very well because I have so much color down already, and the same color just isn't translating. So, I don't have to do anything, but I want to keep going with my background. So, I have some rub-ons here. I'm going to grab some of those. And I'm going to put them on my paper. Why not? They may or may not show. All I'm doing is creating my background. But what fun to put them down. We'll put them down and then we'll see what we want to use. Around and over. I like this kind of grape here. I think the green will be fun. I'm going to get some orange off of here. We'll see what shows. This has little splotches here and there and actually little bits of writing out here. I think that will be fun in our background too. So I'm going to let those little paint splotches show. And I won't be able to, well, I could, but I could take my page out of my journal, but I don't really want to do that. I'm going to do this, place this rub-on by hand. I'm going to take it right to the edge. And I had a stick here I was using. Nice tough one. I can use the handle of my brush. Remember that when you're working on a separate sheet of paper, it's harder in a journal. But when you're working on a separate sheet of paper, you can run this through your die cutter to apply rub-ons. This rub-ons from 49 at Market. It's actually part of the set we were using the other day, the kaleidoscope collection. It was sitting here on my desk, and I thought, oh, that's good. We'll use that. Oh, yeah, I like that. I love the ribbons from 49 in the market there. They go down so well. And you don't leave a lot of it on the backing paper. Look how clean that came off, guys. You don't leave a lot of it on the backing. I see a couple little green dots I didn't transfer. Let's transfer those. So just to add some fun and interest to my background, I may use a little more rub-on. Let's see what else I have here. A lot of these colors are not quite what I want, but I actually have another piece here that has writing on it. These bluish dots wouldn't be bad, though. Yeah, I like that. Cut this in a couple of pieces. Just whatever you want to do. And I want to do everything, so this is a way to just go in and raid your craft room, raid the shelves, and take some of this and some of that, some of something else. Inks, ink pads, Jamie powders, watercolors, acrylics, some of your handmade papers would be marvelous. You see, every once in a while when I start to lift that up, if I see something that didn't transfer that I still want, I can lay it back down and capture that. Isn't this turning out pretty? Look at this. For the background. Ooh. Yes, so relaxing. You could just feel your soul say, thank you. I like to fill my pages with inspirational kinds of sayings to remind me not to take life too seriously. And when I when I create it, I have feel good time. And when I look at it, I have feel good time. Just feed your soul. Isn't that fun? Look at that. I love that. Look at our page. So fun. Okay, let's start putting some other stuff on here. I think I want a couple straight edges for these sides. Let's see what we have that might be a bit of a straight edge. I kind of like that. I'm going to tear this out. It's actually in the in the sky of my book, but I'm going to use it here on the bottom of my page. And the edge is not really straight, so just to get it straight on my edge, I'm going to cut myself a straight edge at the bottom because I already tore some off of there. See if I can just kind of make a straight edge out of there. There we go. Just looking for a corner piece I can put down. I think I'll tear this off. And I don't care that my white is showing there. I could put some ink over it if I want to. But I'll probably just put another piece there, so it doesn't matter. If I was using rice paper, I mentioned that earlier that I wish I had a piece of rice paper. If I was using rice paper, I'd probably put all over adhesive on the back. I'm not sure that you would have to, and maybe you have some thoughts on this, Sharma, because you do a lot of this stuff. But if I was using rice paper, I might put all over adhesive on the back of it just to kind of give it a little bit more substance. Not sure I would have to do that. I said Sharma does this a lot, so we'll ask her opinion. Just putting down our first piece. I like that. I have this beautiful barn. It's so big though, I might have to use it on the other page because I don't want to cover up all of my pretty background things. Wow. I'm going to come over here. Ooh, I like that. Cut myself a little. Yeah, I'm going to cut myself a little bit of a straight edge here too. Okay, yeah, I like that. I'm going to put this down here. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Hi, Kim. It's good to see you, friend. For art journaling, we are doing art for the sake of art. Things to make us feel good. And we'll be layering up and using all different kinds of papers and things. Anything that kind of catches our eye. I like this barn, and I want to get the barn in before I get too much on here to fit my barn in. I'm wondering if I should have cut the barn a little closer. Hi, Glenn. It's good to see you, friend. We're doing art journaling today. Art for the sake of art. I'm going to cut this in a little tighter, both because this piece ends up being a little bigger than I want, I think. In fact, I do want my trees. I like my trees in there. I'm just going to take it in a lot closer to the trees. For those of you who may not have been here, Bryce posted a link up in the... Oh, yeah, I like that. In fact, I was just saying that I probably put some... You use clear gesso. I was thinking of using Mod Podge, but on the page I had finished already, I have some glossy and some not glossy. I find that a little bit distracting. So I'm thinking about putting some Boy, look what was on the back of that. That's so beautiful. It's hard to know which side to use sometimes. Um, oh my gosh, Glenn, I'll bet they're beautiful. The 49 in market laser cuts with your yeah, your frame cards, your silk frame cards. Ooh, I'll bet that's amazing. That's fun. I'd love to see that. Send me a picture. See how it's coming together? Oh, I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I want. Let's go back to our book. I actually thought I might want some laser cuts on this, but actually that pink would be kind of interesting on top of my orange. I'll just set those aside for now, though. I have lots of things we can use. Some beautiful fall leaf cutouts and things here. It'll be fun to use. Look at that. That'll be beautiful. And let's see what else we have here. Just get some of these pieces involved here too. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So I'm going to keep these out, these laser cuts. Got some of the Ciao toy store. What do you use to cutouts? What do you use the cutouts on? Do you use other toppers on these papers and cards, or just out of sentiment? Use the cutouts for the individual ephemera pieces. If I'm understanding you correctly, Kim, you're talking about pieces like these, the smaller pieces. You just add those like we're going to do in here. You're going to add some of those to your pages. We were talking about this wreath a minute ago. I think we need that wreath, don't you? Let's get that wreath out of there. As we go here, I hope we can give you some ideas. No, the 3x4 cutouts. I would use the 3x4 cutouts as toppers. Those would actually be my toppers to my cards. And then I might layer those to make them just slightly bigger so they could be my toppers, or put die cuts behind them, frames and doilies and that kind of thing behind those. Yeah, the 3x4s, those would be my focals. So for those of you who weren't here when we were talking about these is a Black Friday special from one of our vendors, EK Success. And they were kind enough to give these to me at a price that allows me to offer you these $12.99 detail cut scissors for $5 a pair. I am asking that at this point, at least, I want to spread the wealth a little bit on these. They do have the nice safety cap and things on them. Mine is here somewhere. They do have the nice safety cap. And these are $12.99 scissors for $5. So there you go. Yes, some of those beautiful filigree die cuts would be perfect, Kim. Ooh, this is a clear sticker. So I think it's going to be fun to put this and peel the sticker back. These are not die cut stickers. These are, you just rough cut it. But look what happens. I can put it over my words that I already put down, and those things, the colors and the words still show through it. And then I was thinking I might want one of these sayings up there as well. Find your bliss or spread kindness. This one just really speaks to me right now. I'm going to put this spread kindness there, in the middle of my wreath. Be my first inspirational saying I put on. And I want you to see that sticker, how those clear stickers go down, because with our created background that we made, it's fabulous with the clear sticker. I could put this on foam. Even inside the journal, I can use foam if I want to stand things up. But I think I like the way it stands out just as it is, because it kind of has the inked edge. But see how nicely that sticker plays with our background? It's beautiful. See the background through the sticker. All right. Let's see what else we have here. I'm actually thinking I don't have any straight edges so far, so straight edge item might be nice. This is a little pocket here. We also have this bookmark looking thing that could be fun on the edge. Oh, I always have to have some critters. There's some really cute critters there. And Grace die cut me some foliage that we can add here and there a little while ago. That house is beautiful. Might have to make more pages. I already see more pages worth than I have room for on my 2 pages. I like these little tags. These tags are really fun. Let's put those tags out of there. I have been working on the store and on the Etsy and the Amazon stores. And it's nice to see that that's paying off this week. Margie and Mary have been so busy mailing things. Hi, Adeline. It's good to see you, friend. 2 per person would be, for right now, Kim. I may open it up some more if we have excess quantity, but I'd like you to do 2 per person right now. But that's a great stocking stuffer, I would agree. Yes, it'd be a nice gift. 2 per person to start with. And then if we have more than we need, or I get more in, just kind of testing them right now, but I will try. I don't know if they'll still have them, but I'll try to get more if it looks like they're going to be as popular as I think they'll be. Great little scissors. Now, I promised I'd tell you the difference between these and cutter bees. Just like cutter bees, these have a very, very sharp edge down the blade. If you work deep in the blades, they are extremely sharp. The one thing I find that's different than my cutter bees is these are not quite as sharp at the tip as my cutter bees are. Although it's doing an okay job of trimming out this little flower. But the very tips I don't think are quite as sharp as my cutter bees. But for $5 instead of $12.99, they're good scissors. They're very good scissors.
Are all ephemera books stickers?
Are all of the ephemera book stickers? They all have stickers. All of these, they're called junk journal books. All of the junk journals have I think they all have 4 pages of stickers. So they have papers, stickers, backgrounds, ephemera. Some of the ephemera is in sticker form, some of it's not. The nice thing about those pages that are stickers is that they let your background show through. So you can do fancy schmancy with your background like we've been doing and have that preserved through the clear stickers, which is fun. Cut out that little leaf because I saw that we have this little log, a little round with that piece on it, and I thought that might be fun to layer up that. So I have these 2. I don't know if I'm going to use both. I'll use it on a different page. This whole journal is going to be dedicated to woodsy outdoor themes. I can tell you that, because that's what I like. And I'm going to cover the corner of that tag. Actually, I think I might bring that clear down here. I don't know what I'm going to put in between. I'll bring that clear down here. And it's kind of bugging me that that is so white on the edge, but we'll probably cover that up. I mean about the stark white there. But we'll probably cover that with something. Let's see what else we have here we want to use. Some beautiful flowers. Now, because I want to cover that up, that it wouldn't make... Oh, but I do love that leaf right there. It wouldn't make the stickers my first choice for covering something. Look at these leaves. These are beautiful. You have lots of really good inspirational words on this leaf page too. I'm going to put that right there. Oh, I love that. So I'm going to cut this in just a little bit because I don't want so much glossy around it. I'm just going to kind of rough cut around it. And again, I'll demonstrate those scissors actually are doing a better job than I expected in just snipping out those little bits. So I might have to reverse myself on what I said about them not being quite as sharp to the point. But they are very, very beautiful. And see how sometimes I don't always like the white halo they leave around things in some of the die-cut ephemera. You know what I'm talking about. It looks just like this. But you don't have to worry about that with these stickers because these stickers are actually clear. The white part peels off. Really. Really and truly, it does. Or white part peels off and it stickers. You get the clear sticker. I don't know why I can't separate those. I haven't had any trouble up to this point. I'd have to use a pen. There it goes. The melded rose dies that are on sale make a shape. Make a shape, a card face. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I love that there. That makes me happy. I'm liking that. That's pretty, pretty. Love those stickers. Okay, I'm gonna border. That's what I want, is a border of some sort. I want a vertical border. Let's see what we can find for a vertical border. I could cut some of this for a border. If I want to. Here's some borders. These are indoor though. I'm not sure I want indoor. They are cool tags. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. I'm going to use part of this. Oh, got to cut up something beautiful on the back. I'm going to use part of this scene right here as my vertical border. Like that. I'll go with that. And I'm going to tear this along the edge. Very beautifully detailed those melded roses are. It's kind of, I said that like, what's the guy from Star Wars, the little short dude? Yoda. Very beautiful detail those roses are. Oh, I like that torn. I hope I'm inspiring you guys to go to your craft room, pull out just a bunch of stuff that is maybe a theme, and just go for it, guys. Just go for it. In fact, working on these projects has led me to think that I'm going to do some organizational work on some of my papers and things, and I think I'm going to change my organizational system from, in the past I've done by brand, but I think I might have to do by theme so I can pull all of those pieces easily together. I have that choice. If I go back to my sticker sheet, I can bring one of those fun layered leaves in. Where is that? There it goes. Here they are. These. I like this saying, fall is the spring of winter. I also love this saying, choose joy. I love that. Sometimes I have to remind myself of that. You kind of start to get a little down, and you have to remind yourself to choose to be happy. Just rough cutting them out of my sticker material so I can get to them. And I think this will be really pretty in here, these leaves. I'll hold this up here in a second so you can all see where we are. Just going to kind of cut in a little closer, reduce the glossy side. As I said, I think I may do some Mod Podge over these whole pages, and that way I won't have shiny spots and less shiny spots. If you remember, how would you use the whole page? I might use, how do you get a page out of, how do you get a page out of it? I would take a craft knife to take the whole page out. Yeah. I'd use a ruler and a craft knife to take the whole page out if I wanted to preserve the entire page. That's how I would remove it from the book. Now, how I would use it is that instead of creating a background like we did here with our paints, I would use that background and then start layering in and around that. Maybe we'll do another, I don't know how we're going to do on time here. I think we're actually doing pretty well, but I like that there. But I think that if we have time, we'll use an image, and instead of making a background, we'll use one of the bigger images and start there. How's that? So these stickers, don't get confused with these stickers. I had a lady who emailed me who bought one of these books in a craft store, and then she bought another one from me on Amazon. And she said, I don't understand the glossy pages. I thought they'd be stickers, but they're not stickers. She was confused by the fact that they were not die cut. And so I explained to her that you just kind of rough cut out what you want to use, and then it's a clear background paper, a clear background sticker. And she was excited to try them. That looks good with those other leaves. Let's take a look at where we are. I still have that bright white showing, but we're going to deal with that. I'm liking the way this is coming together. This is fun. I like these laser cut leaves. What happened if this laser leaf kind of covered some of that tag? That might be fun. I think I want a little ink. I have some green sitting right here. I'm going to put a little green. Just a little ink on this tag. It's just so stark, that white. It's very stark against our orange background. Get a little green to put to that. So anything that shows doesn't have that stark white. And maybe we put our laser cut there. Okay. I also have this laser cut I took out. I have more laser cuts we can look at. Oh, I think I like that even better. You can see I'm kind of covering up some of what I've put down. That's okay. That's okay. These are a little heavier material then, because these are the laser die cuts. A little heavier material than some of what I'm using. That too is okay. I can use lighter materials. I can use heavier materials. I can do whatever I want because I'm art journaling. It's just art for the sake of art to make my heart feel happy. And it's getting the job done. I can't tell you how relaxed I'm feeling. It's really I just want to sit here all day and do this. I want my whole journal, this entire journal is going to be dedicated to foresty themes. I'm from Oregon. The foresty themes are right up my alley. Bryce cut me these die cuts earlier. I'm going to cover up a little bit more of my die cut there with one of these. What was the name of those dies that we used? Do you know? Did you put it away already?
Of course.
Because he's so organized. I already put the die away, but he's going to look. Just really neat little branches.
Fantastic flowers by whoever that is.
Oh. Precious Marquee. This is the die pack. It's got purple tape in there, but you can still see the dies. From Precious Marquee, that's a Find It Trading company. I don't know that I'm saying that right. That's the way I say it.
Say hi to Thelma.
Hey, Thelma. That's exactly what we've been talking about, my friend. You're making journals. I'm so proud of you because that is just such a creative, fun process. And it makes your heart feel glad. And isn't that just the right thing to do sometimes? Just make your heart feel happy. There's no rules to this process. You do what you feel like you want to do.
You say hi to Stephanie and Adeline.
I have said hi to Adeline, but I didn't see Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Here's where we are so far. We're still building. I told you we'd end up covering up a lot of our background. That's okay. Loving this, the way this is coming out. I think I'll wait to put some of those small pieces until I'll spread kindness we've got on there. I'm going to need a few more sayings here. Let's see what we have. Choose happy. I do love that. And I love choose joy. I'm going to, all at once, summer collapsed into fall. We are like the leaves. This has beautiful sayings in it. And I have another one of those leaves there. I think I'll grab that while I'm here. I do love these falling leaves on my page. Choose joy. I just have to remind myself of that sometimes. I know I said that a minute ago, but it's true. Sometimes I just have to remind myself to be joyful. Realize everything I have to be thankful for. And there's so much I have to be thankful for. It is so true, my friend. Thelma, so true. You just feel yourself. You can feel the stress melting away as you work. Choose joy. I'll put this choose joy right here. This lighter spot at the bottom of my barn. These stickers are temporarily repositionable, so if you do what I did and get it crooked, you can take it off. Okay. And we were talking about the fact that these clear backgrounds really let some of your work shine through, which is beautiful and fun. I'm going to cut this in a little closer. It's good to see you, Stephanie. You guys said Mary had something going on today?
Some about a lunch.
Oh, some kind of a luncheon. Well, that's cool. Luncheons are good. Food is good. We're not long enough to be thinking about food now. Oh, Bryce made the most delicious frittata earlier in the week. We finished it all off, but what a funny name for an egg dish. Maybe it's because it's based on a word from another language or something, but it was delicious. Cheese and eggs and broccoli and all kinds of fun things in it. It was so good. Art for the sake of art. I love that concept. Somebody said earlier that's kind of everything they do, and I have to kind of agree with that too. But I do it because it makes me feel joyful. This is especially so. Okay. We're coming together. It's coming together nicely. I think I'm in need of some words that lay over the top. So let's see what we have for words that lay over the top. I have good vibes. That's a good one. Might be fun. Good vibes. Oh, it's Italian? Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Catherine. I didn't know. Oh, I like that right there. Isn't that fun? Good vibes. I might even 1 millimeter. I doubt if I have 1 millimeter. Let's see, if I had some 1 millimeter foam, I'd put it up on foam, but I don't think I have any 1 millimeter up here. Sounds like something I should get. I like that right there. I like that on there. That makes me happy. Okay. Yeah. Need some more for this area. House is kind of big. It will cover up too much of my background. I would like that house. It's a little large. I still don't have my critters yet. There's some pumpkins and things there. That could be fun. It's got a lot of little foliage on it. I can kind of cut around that. I don't have to use all the detail they give me. It's my book. I can choose. Look at these fall leaves they have on this page. How beautiful is that? Catherine says, it's food. I'm with you. Oh, I love the fox. Is the fox wanting to be on my page? I think he is. I do believe that fox wants to be on my page. It's a fox in a sweater. Just going to kind of rough cut it to begin with, and I'll cut him out. A fox in a sweater. What is not to love about that? Most of the images in this aren't as whimsical as that. I'm surprised to find a fox in a sweater. But somehow it just speaks to me. Fox with a basket of apples, my favorite. Boy, I've been going through the Honeycrisp apples. They're fresh off the trees here in Oregon right now. It's so good. Oh my gosh, I love them. I'm eating a couple apples a day. I think I'm going to trim off the little wispy details, and I'm going to trim into my actual till I reach the image. Not only don't I have to do a lot of fussy cutting, but I can get it done faster, and I don't have to glue down all those pieces. So you can choose to cut it out how you choose. I told you guys that one of the things on my bucket list is to eat my way across to Italy. Explore the different regions of food and visit all over Italy, because they're the makers of some of my favorite foods: pastas, pizza. And I know I've grown up on the Americanized version of all of these things, so it'll be fun to go see what the originals are like. And now I know I can have a frittata. Okay, got my little fox. I think my fox is going to look good right in here. My fox looks great there. We're going for it.
Your book is kind of in the way of your picture.
Okay, thanks for letting me know. I'll cut off the handle of my basket. I'll probably cover it up anyway, but just kind of annoyed me. Can't have that annoying me. To find something else to go in this little area down here. That's so cute. My fox. My other page did this as I was working too. It really kind of bent up as I was working, but then when my album was closed for a while, it laid down and behaved. Oops. Isn't that fun? I like that. And what I didn't like about the other one, I do seem to like on this one, although it could have used a little bit of ink on that pillow. The pillow's a little stark. Let's cover that with just a little ink, make it a kind of greenish pillow so it blends in a little better. I don't mind that the white of the fox shows. I have this a little piece to go down here. It'd help if I was looking at the book right side up.
Good night to Catherine.
Good night, Catherine. Thanks for coming by to play with us. Let's see. This little funny little cluster of leaves will fit really nicely in one of my spaces. I'm actually thinking a pine cone might look good down there in that corner.
Velma hopes everyone watching will try to make one.
Just go gather a bunch of similar theme materials. And even if you start working on paper, you can always add your papers to your journal. Just take off and start doing something. If you have a journal, that's great. You could use Sharma's technique if you have a different kind of pad and glue multiple pages together. Or you can get one from us. Or you can just work on plain paper until you get one, and then you can cut down your pages and kind of make them fit. Now that might look kind of funny, the way it overlaps there, but the sticker is show through, so it's actually gonna work really nicely there. It'll show the background. Just start putting things together and don't judge yourself. Just let it go. I love that, Thelma. There are no mistakes in this process. No such thing as a mistake in this. Yeah, that looked really good there. See how greening our pillow helped a little bit to make it not quite so stark? I like that. It's okay that the fox is white, I think. I did miss a point. I was cutting it out. It's kind of bugging me. It might be too glued down to deal with. I might just have to cover that with something. I'll just cover it with something. There's no mistakes. A flower would be good. So pretty. All these pages are just so pretty.
Good night, Thelma.
Good night, Thelma. We love you. You know what? I have these pretty leaves and stuff here. Bryce just cut out one. Let me look at those. Could drop a few leaves right in there. That would work. That gets rid of my little area that was bugging me. Okay, that's going to come right in next to his face. And then I'm going to drop another one right above it. And let that, I'm going to let that rub on in the background show there. I like that. Hi, Irene. It's good to see you, friend. Go back and start the video earlier because I told you about a surprise sale that you want to be able to take advantage of if you want to. 2 pairs per person, please. For right now. Kim made a good point when she said these would be great to give people, little gifts and things that included your scissors. And she's right about that. That would be wonderful. Ooh. Maybe we want this up here. I like that pair. I don't think I want anything. I don't know if I'm going to put anything up there. I kind of like that look of clouds around the orange clouds around my barn. I don't know if I'm going to put anything up there. I did. Oops, that's not the right one. I cut out this little piece of ephemera because it matched the little log above it. There we go. Let's take that out. These are left or right-handed scissors. Heck of a deal at $5. $12.99 scissors for $5. This looked like it would be easy cutting, then they kind of scalloped it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to round it back out. I don't want to spend a lot of time scalloping it. I want to kind of spread the wealth on the scissors. So 2 pairs per customer at this point, please. May open them back up again. 2 pairs per customer right now. That actually looks good right there. Kind of working my way around the pages. I'm going to put this up on a little piece of foam. Some little foam squares here. Oh. Oh, it is the same design. I was going to say, I thought that was the same design. And I thought I was crazy. I wasn't crazy this time. Okay. You can see how much fun this is. There's a little bit of fussy cutting, a little bit of pulling in materials from other collections. There's some stickers, a little bit of foam, funny little fox in a sweater. Oh, didn't get it quite straight. Stick it back down. There we go. Liking that. All right. Something for up here. Have a cute bunny there. I think I need that bunny. Not sure where I need that bunny, but I need him. Bunny can go almost anywhere. In this beautiful fallish background. It's good you can't see me. I just realized my mouth was wide open while I was cutting. Got to get your mouth just right to get those cuts where you want them, right? I will definitely do that, Kim. I will let you know. But you're welcome to go ahead and get two now. And oh my gosh, the Black Friday sales we have going are amazing. I'll have more to show you on Wednesday. Of course, you guys know how to peek by looking at the new listings for October. We usually get about 50 or 60 trick-or-treaters. We only had 6 last night, and I had full-size candy bars for them. I, who shouldn't be having any of the leftovers. Trying the little tips of these scissors again. And I'm finding that my statement was not correct about them not being as sharp at the end. They're doing a good job getting my little nips out of there. So do we want my bunny down here? I actually kind of like the bunny down there. But I could put my bunny up here. But I think I like him over here. I put him in the corner. And I'm not sure if I told you guys that I took those Tim Holtz seasonal stains. I took those from 22% off up to 50% off. And that would be fabulous for your backgrounds. Those seasonal stains. Oh, look how this is coming together, guys. Isn't this fun? There are good vibes. Put our little bunny down there in the corner. I'm loving that. Needs another saying up here. That's one thing I need. Stay together. Let's see what we have for saying. Could be a sticker or a on a market. Another thing that would be good along here somewhere is one of those pine cones. Pine cones are good. I think I'm going to end up using all my time on these 2 pages, guys, because I just keep working. Ha! Playing. Kind of playing more than working. Got another little bunny here. has to go in the picture. It's kind of rough cut him out. I like the idea of putting another animal up on that edge, like that's a log sticking up or stump. Of course, I wanted the one right out of the middle. A squirrel would have been good there too. Do I want the squirrel instead? I might. Let's go get the squirrel and see. I love the critters. The critters make me happy. I think the squirrel's going to look good there. I think it's going to have to be the squirrel. I love the fox too. Can you go back to that message on the top so that I could see that? The 3x4s, holders for gift cards. Is that what I'm seeing? That would be great. The very top there. See it? Oh,
I know.
Oh, wait. Go back. It's the one on the bottom now. I know, it's hard to... it's off the topic. There we go. Do you carry blanks? The size for note cards? Yes, I actually do. Well, I don't know if I have 3x4s. I have 3x3s with envelopes, cards and envelopes, which would fit most gift cards, I believe. What do you think? Would that fit a gift card?
3x3? I don't know.
I don't. You'd have to measure a gift card. It might be longer than 3 inches. So I'd probably be back to the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 cards. Plus, very tasty. Irene, you're seeing the good and bad, aren't you? Immediate gratification is tasty. Back on my Weight Watchers plan, so I've been trying to avoid the candy by having sugar-free, fat-free chocolate pudding, cooked pudding. That's very satisfying when you need that, when you really want that chocolate fix. Oh, I like him there. That's so cute. That's so cute. We didn't used to get any trick-or-treaters here because we had landscaping foliage that was kind of truly out of control, big at the end of our driveway, and it kind of hid our house. And people were, the kids were scared to walk back in here, but then we opened it up and we lit it all up so it's pretty and inviting. And I don't know why we didn't get trick-or-treaters. It was drizzling just a little, but not enough to put off kids who were at all serious about getting candy. Shouldn't have been enough to dissuade them. I actually like the way that fits if I cut this one leaf off. Our classroom lights are on motion sensors, and it's always just a little distracting when the classroom lights go out. I think, what's the matter? Did I lose them? No, it was just the classroom lights going out. This would have been good to put down before I put down my squirrel. We'll see if I can kind of tuck it in. This is my die cut, my laser die cut out of the 49 market. And let me lift you up. Just a little. Yes, it is. Let me lift it up just a little. I still need a saying up here on top. I'm just about done here, which is good, I guess, since we're. What is it? Is it just?
It's 12:30.
12:30. Okay. I thought maybe it said like 12:12. No. 12:30. Autumn might be nice. There's embrace happiness up there. I actually like that. A couple of those. We'll embrace happiness and see if there's another place for autumn. Let's see what we think. Okay. Got some nice oranges at Costco. They sure have been good. I was reminded of them because there's a little citrus image on my on my sheet here. I said I've been up long enough now. I'm thinking food. Oh, that's so pretty. Autumn shows us how beautiful it is to let things go. I love that. Okay, I'm using that. I'm not sure where. But that's so pretty. I didn't see that one before. Now these are clear stickers, so the beauty is it lets the background show. The downside is it lets the background show, so you have to have a place that has enough enough clear to let it show. Or you can always put it on a piece of paper and put it on if you want that. Oh, I do like that. I think I'm going to put that on a piece of white paper. Some straps here somewhere. I'm going to put that on a piece of white paper so that I can put it over the top. And have it layer over instead of showing through. This is so relaxing, guys. Oh my goodness. Christmas card list. I haven't sent it yet. I will try to send it later today. If there's any last minute changes, email them to me quick, because I'll try and send that out today. And this will be like the final draft, or it'll be the draft, and then we'll have one more final after this. Oh, that's so pretty. We must have moved. Oh, Teddy moved enough to turn the classroom lights back on. Oh, congratulations on your anniversary. Kim. I kind of remember now that you say that your anniversary is Halloween. Oh, what am I doing? I was starting to peel it off the white background. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to leave it on the white background. I just put it there. I like that so much. Oh, looks better off to the side. Put it off to the side. Then I think I might stop. I may put in just a few little die cuts. Let's see. I still have some die cuts here for me. Pretty. See if there's anywhere I want them. I like that. Move it there. You see how I'm just kind of laying things in to see where I like them? Just want it to make you feel good when you're done. I like that. It kind of ties that foliage together with my picture of the barn. Yeah, not that one. It looks pretty good, but it's a little big for that space. Take it down a little. Oh, like that. Okay. You didn't plan a monster-themed wedding, Kim? I don't know. I had a friend that I worked with at the bank who had a Star Trek wedding. Dawn and Tammy, remember them, honey?
Yeah.
Yep, it has Star Trek wedding cake. Star Trek, different things. I think, as I recall, that Tammy would not let him wear the Star Trek uniform, though. She drew the line at that. Okay, so let's tell you what we got here. We got our autumn shows how beautiful it is to let things go. Wow. I love that. We got our barn picture. We've got a leaf over the top here. Down here we've got, it's just very subtle, choose joy across the bottom of the barn. We've got our foliage wrapping up and around and some extra pieces of die cut and leaves and things here. We've got our bunny down in the corner and good vibes. More stickers here. We had that corner treatment we put in. We largely covered it up, but it still shows the mushroom, and love that. Over here, we had all of those beautiful rub-ons on our page, and the rub-ons still show under our wreath. And we've got spread kindness. We got this leaf coming up here along the edge, and we got our squirrel sitting on what almost looks like a stump here. We've got a wood round with a raised leaf and some leaves and die cuts in around our fox. We've got our nice background showing in several places here that come through. We've got our fox in the scarf, which just cracks me up. And I'm thinking we're done. I'm liking it. Anything you guys recommend? Anything you guys would still like to see? I only see one area that I feel like that it could use something. And that's this little area right down here. Oh, that would take care of that. Let's put that little vine there. Get this little fern looking thing. One of the things I have coming that will be a Black Friday item as soon as it arrives. It's here, I guess. It's just in one of the 22 boxes. Is some really nice little vines that vine leaf there. That's better. Branchy things that would be great for this process. So there we go. I'm loving it. Live long and prosper. I love that, Kim. So, what do you guys think of our art journaling process? Can you see where this would be fun for you? Love the colors. It just makes me happy. So, I've got my journal going. I've got a few pages here and there finished, and it's truly making me happy. Started out by just painting in our background, and then away we go. I'm loving it. I think it's great fun. So I've got lots of materials left here. Obviously, I've got this whole book of Hello Fall to continue making some additional pages, and I look forward to doing that. I've got pages in my book. All I have to do is just start I'm going to continue that theme, I think, with my orange background and then building on top, because that worked really well. I also really, really liked having the rub-ons there to work around. I thought that was really fun and interesting. But I am loving that. That is just making me happy. So that's it for this. Is Teddy still in here?
Yes.
Teddy, you want your treat? Mary R isn't here, but when she watches this later, she'll be able to get her Teddy cam in. Teddy, come here. Oh, he said, I'm here, Mom. I'm wagging my tail and everything. Come here. Come here. Up we go. Sit down. The Seascape Nautical Summer one is, I think we have more of them coming already, Irene. I actually already ordered a reorder on the quote unquote junk journal pages. You take a look at everybody. Here, come around here so you're looking at everybody. Sit down. Oh boy. Let's see how regal we can be. Great fun today, guys. I'm so relaxed. I'm not sure whether to keep working or go take a nap.
You'll take a nap.
Bryce says I'll take a nap. I want food. That I know. Teddy, you're such a good boy. You do Teddy cam. Gotta have our Teddy cam. Here we go. He's such a good boy, Ted. Okay. All right. So I will be back on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern. For What's New Wednesday, we'll have all kinds of fun new things to talk about. We've got several versions of these journals available in the store. So it was great fun to do this daily gratitude journal. I love that, Kim. You know, it'd also be fun would be to put scriptures on your different pages if you're so inclined. I think that would be beautiful. And just really scriptures, uplifting. Poems. Yeah. Naps are fun too, Irene said. A woman after my heart, Irene. Okay, so if you haven't already done so, please give us a thumbs up. It makes me feel great, and it is good for our rating on YouTube, so they will recommend our channel to other people. Mary R. is not here to remind us, so I will remind you that when we sign off today, you want to hit that refresh button up in the corner of your screen. Once a month, she draws for winners of a Happy Gram. So you might be the lucky winner if you leave us a comment. Tell me what you liked about today, or tell me what your ideas are for a journal. I think that would be fun to read. I read all the comments and I respond to most of them. And yeah, if you're not a member already, hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss a thing that we're up to. We have fun every single time we get together. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm going to say good night, Gracie, and we'll see you on Wednesday.